Alright guys, this is the second last war, war number 11 of Alliance War Season 29. We've got 17 fights in this one. So solid amount of fights in this war. And I think I did screw up one fight, so I did have my, I think it was the 7th death of the season. But I think we ended up going like overall like 176 and 7, which is pretty solid. Not as many fights as Season 28, but still pretty good showing. And we start off here. I need to get the charge on Guillotine 2099 for a fight later. So even though this fight is going to be a little bit longer against Jabari Panther, and not really the ideal counter, but I know that I can finish this fight with a special 3, and I can bank the charge for when I need it later on in the war. So I just have to be careful here with her cleanse and everything. I'm mainly just going to try and bait some heavies, or I can bait the specials out. I did get parried there, which was a little annoying. I thought I had a clean counter there on the special one. And it's just going to make the fight even slower because I lose my combo. But we will still get through it. I know there were a lot of fights in this war. Going through it, I think, quickly before doing the voiceover here. It wasn't the greatest performance, but still pretty good. There's some good fights in here. Sometimes I think we slip up a few times, but still squeak through. But for the most part, this was a pretty good war video, I think. This Jabari Panther is also running recoil, so just let her throw some specials, take some damage, even if it's a little bit. So just have to manage that when we're close to the end here. Make sure we get to the 5% and drop the special 3. So down to 7%, one little combo in, and we drop our special 3, and we're good. Bank that charge, and we'll carry it for later. Next up, Path 5. Again, this is the second account. We got Magneto, Guillotine 29 and 2099, and Colossus. Here we're going to actually use Colossus for this Ebb and Flow knockdown Human Torch. I'm going to use Colossus for a fight other than Bishop. So I think we did have a Bishop fight in this one as well. Here, though, that's fine. We don't have to worry about incinerates, because he's incinerate immune. So I can just go ahead, pound into this Human Torch, bait the end of that special 2. Unfortunately, I get clipped there by that special 1. But we're fine. We can finish off this fight, no problem. Don't really want to parry too much because of he's benefiting from high ground. So I do want to try and blitz through it as fast as possible. Next, we've got an Annihilus, and he's #metal, so we're going to go in with Magneto, heavy hitter, power alternator. Again, he did get his unstoppable there. Usually the magnetism can get rid of it. So it wasn't working at the beginning of this fight, but there we got a parry. And now we can kind of see if it's gonna work the rest of the way. So again, that unstoppable, the magnetism is not shutting it down at this point. I am able to counter that special 1, but we get a nice intercept there. Well, I guess it's the heavy hitter that he wasn't shutting down. So it's possible. I don't know if he even can shut down heavy hitter. There are lots of nodes that he can shut down, but even still, I accidentally pushed this Annihilus to a special 3. But Magneto's pretty tanky here at a 6-star rank 3. It was not the greatest performance, but we got through it, and we've got lots of potions that are going to actually expire during the off season. So might as well use them beforehand. Now here, I wasn't having the greatest fights right before this with that Annihilus fight, and I played this one great right up until the end. I make a mistake that where I lost track of Mixmaster, and really, looking back at the fight, at the end of this one, all I had to do was nothing, and I would have gotten the solo. Instead, I tried to attack in late. We'll see, and I make a mistake. So I'm able to attack in after Nick Fury's special one most of the time, no problem. I just did it right there. I go for it later, and I'm going to get destroyed. There, I thought I got a parry. So that was very annoying. I thought I had the block there. Here, now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to dash back at the end. I get another intercept or counter off of his special one. So I just did it like 2 times. I'm going to try and do it here, and I get parried. So now now it's just kind of throwing me off my game a little bit. I know I still have to get him down to his second phase, so that's even more frustrating. I still managed to go ahead and counter that special one. Kind of getting, I was a little frustrated at this point. I get a couple nice parry heavies here to almost push him to his second phase. So now I'm holding on to this special 3. I go ahead and counter another special 1. Get him to bait that heavy. And then I drop a special 3 here. It doesn't finish him off. And really, all I needed to do to get the solo here was back off, let the bleeds do their thing, and I would have been fine. Instead, I forgot about the Mixmaster there, countered his heavy, and screwed up with a whole, 5% left. So, didn't make a big deal to the end of this war, but just frustrating and more potions to pump into Magneto because I'm going to need him later. All right, let's jump on to path 9. We've got Kingpin wrecking through Hazard Shift as he's done all season long. If you've been watching the videos, Kingpin has been king of Hazard Shift. And, I used to have to play these Vision Arcus fights very specifically, with either with Black Widow, Clairvoyant, or even Colossus. I used to do this fight. But no, Kingpin will just shred him. Same thing with this Korg. Used to try and labor through this fight with Iceman. Instead, Kingpin just continues to shred these Hazard Shift nodes. Get that special 1 off, get his rock stacks down, can parry freely. Just to try to, when I bait his heavy, or if he, just try not to evade on him. Even there, when I bait his heavy, back off early enough that you don't trigger the crowd charges, so that his special 1 is not unblockable. And finish him off here. So that's fine. Take it on the block, attack back in, and he's done. Next, we've got the Footloose Kinetic Transference. What is it? A Mole Man here. Now, I did throw on an invulnerability boost in case I push him to a special 3, and I believe I do in this fight, and I'm not really concerned about it. APOC's just good here because I can freely parry him at any point, and not worry about him shrugging it off. And his specials are pretty long, so that if he does throw them, the Footloose timer for the Unstoppable and the Evade actually is, look, it's almost halfway done by the time he finishes his special attack. So that's not too bad. Bait another special 1, and again, by the time the special 1's done, the timer's almost finished. We'll go ahead, drop our special again. waiting for him to throw a special. And then he goes to a special 3. I probably just could have comboed him, but whatever. I had the invulnerability boost on. It really made no difference. That's fine. We'll wait for this one to finish. We'll drop our special 1 out of the corner and finish him off. Next, we've got Hit Monkey here, continuing on path 5 up the middle, Ebb and Flow Intercept. We'll go in with APOC again. Get a nice intercept to start. Then we can parry freely on Hit Monkey, and I'm pretty comfortable again evading his special 1. Now that special 1 was without the Ebb and Flow Intercept Fury, but that's fine. We can wait for his charges to go down and go for another, try and go for another intercept. But first we'll go ahead, bait the special 1. Then there we go. Right after the special 1, counter, and then back off and finish it with our own special 1. That was great. Now we're on to phase 2, path 9. We've got this high ground, Wind of Opportunity stun, one eye open, Wasp, but she's hashtag metal, so of course we're bringing in Magneto. Don't have to worry about the evades at all. Bait that special 1. Drop our own special 1. And rinse and repeat. Now she does benefit from high ground, and I do take a combo there, or at least half of a combo, which was a little annoying. And but it's fine. Bait another special 1, and she's finished. So those few hits here and there were just frustrating. Here we got a Dragon Man. You know what we're going to do. He's hashtag metal. We're bringing in Magneto. So we've done this fight before. Window of Opportunity stun, empowered immunity. The only thing we have to do is get him to throw 1 special to get rid of his power gain node. And most of the time, I'd say close to 95% of the time, it's not going to return at all for the rest of the fight. And even the Window of Opportunity stun timer, we can see that one has completely disappeared for the rest of the fight. So now we can just parry heavy and finish him off easily. Don't have to worry about the power gain. Don't really have to worry about anything. Just let him throw some specials and counter. Drop a special 3 on him, and he's finished. Alright, let's see what's next. Okay, we got a Mojo on kinetic transference and what's the other one here? Feats of Indestructible. So again, Magneto is just going to help shut down this Mojo completely. We can just parry heavy. I'm not really worried about. Maybe I'll take a little bit of damage from some degens. I did throw on a regen boost just in case, but really not too concerned here. I can just parry heavy, drop a special 2. Mojo's done. No problem. He's hashtag metal. We bring Magneto. It's all good. Here's another Bishop fight on the same node where Vigorous Assault and Indomitable. I sped this one up even more. We've done this one so many times. As long as you don't hit into his block and let him turtle up, he's not going to get a regen. If he doesn't get the regen, he's not going to be unblockable. If he's not unblockable, you can just parry heavy him the entire time. You're limited to only 1% damage per hit. But if, again, even with the Stupefy and Petrify Masteries, if you hit him while he's stunned, there is a chance to bypass it. But this is a slow fight. I'm just going to let the music play out on this one, and we'll see you on the next fight. All right, now that we've seen that fight again, we'll go back on to Path 5 in Section 2. We've got Magneto taking on Nova on the same ebb and flow intercept node. We've done this fight so many times this season already. He's hashtag metal. We're bringing in Magneto. He's really just the super counter. That's all I can say. Even with high ground here, I'm going to try and limit the amount of blocked hits as much as possible. Just keep pushing him to a special 1, and then bait his special 1 and attack back in, build up to a special 3. So here, just wait for that special 1. Now we're going to charge our heavy, try and get 1 or 2 prowess. Get a decent amount of damage on the special 3. Even that wasn't that much, but it's not so much here the damage, because he can get rid of the bleeds, but it's the I get the furies, because if he's hashtag metal, I don't even if I do intercept him, there's a good chance that I don't even get the fury from ebb and flow intercept. So I just get the furies from the special 3. And there we go. He's halfway down. I think we'll just keep doing the same thing. Get a nice little parry on the light attack there. Nice clean intercepts on the special 1. See there, I can intercept him and his auto block fails, which is why Nova is on this node in the first place, because if you take someone who is not Magneto or can't bypass auto block, then you have a chance of getting parried when you go for the intercept. So we'll drop another special 3. And he's done. Next, we've got a Tigra. I haven't fought a Tigra in a while this season. We're going to do Tigra with Apocalypse here on ebb and flow intercept. I think for the most part, this one goes okay. I think I do eat part of a special 2. I know you don't want to go anywhere close to Tigra on a special 2. There, we get a nice clean evade on the special 1. There, I think I was trying to go for the intercept and I messed that one up. There we get a nice clean intercept into a special 2, get a ton of damage in. But I think we end up pushing Tigra to his special 2. But there we get the special 1. We attack back in, trying to get as much damage in, even without the ebb and flow intercept there. It's impossible for me to evade this unblockable special 2 on the wall, so that wasn't happening. But that's fine. We can still go ahead, finish off this Tigra. We still have enough health left. Get a nice evade on that special 1. Get our own special 1, and that should do it. All right, back into the boss circle. We've got a Kingpin taking on Void. We've done this fight a few times. Each one usually comes down to the wire a little bit, because he's not guaranteed. I don't have the hood synergy to increase the purify ability accuracy for Kingpin. So if I'm not too careful with the combo, the intimidating debuffs can still do some serious damage to me. But Kingpin can still out damage Void here. Even on Hazard Shift and Stun Immune, Kingpin still gets the job done. Another big special 1. Clean evade there on it. Void special 1. Get a nice little intercept there. Bait another heavy, and he's finished. So that was a comfortable solo there. Now again, we've got Professor X, we've got Guillotine 2099, so we have the charge already to make this fight a bit easier. Again, Professor X has not been one of my favorite fights. I've not enjoyed fighting him, especially with high ground. We do have the guidance pre-fight on this one so that we can freely parry him. There we remove his falter. But again, I find this Professor X is really good with this high ground node, because you're gonna have to spend some time trying to like parry and hit into him to remove the falter, unless you can get him to throw a special, and then when he does the channeling, then you can go in and hit the remove the falter. So there is opportunities to remove it, but unfortunately, I get clipped by that one. I felt like I had the distance and I had started to evade on that one. Didn't work, but that's okay. I get clipped again. I don't know what it was. The controls felt really weird at that point. Doesn't matter. That one I'm far enough away. There, I get him to use I use the channeling to get rid of the falter. Go for an intercept because I'm just running out of health here, and he's got 5 of those charges there. A blocked hit is going to do some serious damage. So we just need to get him to 5% because we want this charge for the boss as well. We risk it with a parry. We get the special 3 off, and now we can get our charge, heal up, and take down another Apocalypse War boss. If you've been watching for a number of seasons, I can't count how many times I've taken down Apocalypse now with Guillotine 2099. But here we go. It's another boss solo. 17 fights, 16 solos. Pretty happy with this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything that you'd like to see in the next season, I'm probably going to be on the same paths. I don't know if that's going to change. But if it does, we'll have some more interesting fights. And we'll see how the next season goes. We still got a few weeks before that, and I still got the final war to finalize and get it up there for you guys. But for now, enjoy this one, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.